Hello, my name is Teresa Renner, and I want to welcome you to Old School Dance Fitness, which is actually a channel dedicated to your health and wellness. And you may have danced with me before, but today we're going to do something a little different, and we're going to do some mindfulness practice. I work a lot with people who deal with the experience of anxiety and post traumatic stress disorder. And sometimes, they want to practice mindfulness, but they're also dealing with so much stress and so much vigilance that closed eye processes don't work for them. And so today I want to just offer you this open eye process, which helps you to get more grounded, feel more connected to all of your senses. We're going to use all of your senses in this practice. It only takes a minute. So find a comfortable place to relax and sit up straight with your feet flat on the ground. We're going to roll our shoulders a little bit. We're going to breathe a little bit. And I just want you to take a moment right now to let your eyes land on something in your surroundings that you find pleasant to look at. And just make a note of that. And just notice how your body feels when you're looking at this pleasant thing. So just really notice the feelings that it brings up in you and where you're feeling that in your body. And just take a moment to breathe into that space. And breathe into the joy that that vision is giving you. And now I'd like you to take a moment to just listen. Listen to your surroundings. Listen to my voice. And I'd like for you to see if you could pick out 3 different things that you're hearing that are distinct from one another. Just pay attention to the sounds that are going on around you. And now just breathe into that sound and that sense that you have of just being able to really focus on what you hear around you in that sense. And just now, I'd like you to become aware of the points on your body where you're feeling touch. Maybe you're feeling the experience of the fabric of what you're wearing against your skin, or you're experiencing the feeling of the chair beneath you and the contact with your body that the chair has. Maybe you're feeling the ground beneath your feet. So just become aware of all these points of contact, this sense of touch. And allow yourself to even go deeper with that and notice how the air in the room feels against your skin. And just breathe into that awareness and that sense of touch and how your body experiences that contact. And now I'd like for you to just pay attention for a moment to all the different tastes in your mouth. Just kind of tune in to your taste buds and notice. Perhaps you just brushed your teeth and you're tasting mint, or you've just had a meal and you still have some of the after effects of that meal. And just take a moment to just really notice the different tastes in your mouth. And breathe into that sense that we've been given as a gift of taste. Excellent. And now I'd like for you to just come back to that thing that you were looking at in your room. And I want you to become aware again of the feelings that came up for you around why you found that a pleasant thing to look at. And when we're done in this mindfulness practice, I encourage you to let that awareness of how feeling the joy or the depth of what that vision gave you feels in your body. So remember this feeling, because we're going to write it down and we're going to really pay attention to it. So just now we're going to take 3 deep breaths in through our nose, and we're going to raise our shoulders with our breath. We're going to hold it for a second, and then we're going to let it all go. Breathing out your mouth like you're blowing out a birthday candle. One more. Nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Letting the stress melt away from your shoulders and your body. One last cleansing breath. Nice deep breath. We're just going to shake things out, wiggle our toes and fingers, and feel what the air feels like against our fingers and in the room. Is the air stale? Is it moving? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it just perfect? And so this little mindfulness practice, you keep your eyes open, and we actually go more deeply into the awareness of the world around you and of your current present circumstance. And so another piece of mindfulness is attunement and awareness to what is now. And so often we're thinking in the future, we're making lists in our head, we're talking to ourselves about some past deed that we're upset with. And so when you find yourself in an anxious place, or you've been triggered in a kind of PTSD way, this is a way of recentering yourself and your senses and calming those senses down and teaching them to attune to something that's pleasant. We very much know where in our body we feel unpleasant stimulus because we are attuned to it. And we are less consciously aware of where we feel positive stimulus. We are actually, as an animal species, attuned to difficulty and pain so as to help us avoid it, which helps the survival of our species. We're less attuned to pleasure. We're less attuned to really experiencing happiness or contentment in a mindful way. It feels very fleeting, but we can bring it back to us when we need it. So this is a way for you to articulate that kind of pleasure principle of just being in your body, and how our senses are just so incredibly sensitive and constantly guiding us on our path and bringing us back into attunement and appreciation for all of those senses. I hope you found this valuable. Be sure to subscribe and like and hit that bell, because there'll be more meditations coming your way and more mindfulness practices, especially for people for whom meditation does not work and you need a different vehicle to get into that mindfulness practice. Remember, practicing mindfulness helps to expand what goes on in your prefrontal cortex, the front of your brain, and take you out of your amygdala. Your amygdala is your reptilian brain, which has you in fight and flight, and also in play dead. So a lot of us getting through the last year of our lives have been in a lot of fight or flight or play dead, and we've been forced to play dead because we are stuck in our houses. So this is a way to kind of open your senses back up and make you feel a little more prepared to be out in the world in a way that where you're attuned to yourself and the world doesn't feel threatening. All right. Namaste. And please tune in again. I'm sending you a ton of love. We love you here at Old School Dance Fitness. And remember, another way to do a mindful meditation is to dance. So you can hit one of my dance videos and just get back in your body and get back into that feeling of joy of moving your body with music. Thank you so much. Have an awesome, awesome day.